e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6. Oops, you walked into the fried liver. Now how do you defend yourself? Most of us will probably just accept our fate, play that, they take, we die, and it's a sad ending for us after we're exposed to the middle, and then all this bad stuff starts happening. According to this, there's actually a way to get out of this, but I believe it's not. It's like really hard to do. I'm not even reading the lines, I'm just showing what I'm doing. Like if I was white, I'd probably castle. Yeah, whatever. That's not what you're here for. You're here to see how I beat the fried liver. So let's get back to knight d4. To knight d4. Sorry, my bad. Knight g5. What am I? Okay, so how I beat the fried liver. How I beat the fried liver is actually quite simple. Here's how you can beat it too. Play d5. Why would I play d5? I'm just going into it. You take with the nothing. You put your knight on d4. What? Look, even the engine doesn't agree with you, man. Yes, but if you're rated, I believe it's 1,000 to 1,600, this will work for you. Oftentimes, your opponent, since he's put so much time attacking the square, he's obviously going to want to push. And that's when you take with your queen. Now, your opponent can capture in two ways. Let's take a look at what happens when they go with the original plan. As you can see, Stockfish really hates it now. You attack their bishop. I'm giving up a rook for a bishop? No. You take the pawn and threaten to win back the rook. And then their attempts to save the rook, give a check. If they block with the bishop, you mate them. Going back. If they block with the queen, you win the queen and you win the game, because just about everybody in the world knows how to win while up a queen. That is basically the easiest way to win with this Fritz variation? I didn't know it was called that. Well, what happens when they take with the bishop? You slide your king up to e7. That's what you do. You slide it up to e7. Hang on, game review doesn't really like it. Let's switch it back to normal. Game review doesn't like it. My bad. You slide your king up to... I hate you, Stockfish. You slide it up to e7. And now, if you just castle, you play that, knight goes away, you can actually take with check, and then you win the bishop. Now, your opponent is probably not going to be that dumb, and is probably going to do exactly what the computer says. Retreat the bishop. Then you take the bishop with your knight, and you attack the knight. You attack the horse. Like, attacking horses, it's rude, but... Now, what about... Now, after you push this pawn? Well, if your opponent plays e2, they're not exactly fine. Obviously, the best move was to just retreat back. But why is that obvious? The answer is it's not. See, after you slide your king over to f7, best move, by the way, your opponent is now truly lost. They can bring their knight over here. The best move is actually queen here, I think. Like, I don't know. If they bring their knight there, you push, you win the knight, you win the game. Everybody can win while up an extra piece. If you bring your knight back, then we play that. And now, if you put this in the way, that if they put that in the way instead of playing the move that I just played, like playing that move, giving checks and all that stuff, if they try to defend their queen, you take, they take back, you pin their queen to their kit. My mouse just decided not to love me anymore. That's what you do. Now, going back, what would happen if they decided to go here straight away? Not waste time with the queen. Well, then you go here anyway. You go there anyway, and now you're threatening to trap them. So they make a little escape route. You can see that's a blunder. They make a little escape route for their knight. You attack it. They get to keep their knight, but they lose their queen. Yeah, it's brutal stuff. Brutal stuff. You can't protect because that happens. So, yeah, it's not even cool. It's like, bruh. Going all the way back, which, since this is not a physical chessboard, I'm allowed to do, all this trouble starts when they push their pawn. Well, as you get up in chess, people are going to start noticing what you're doing. What if your opponent plays that? C4? B5! Takes, 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 takes. And the point of this is, yes, you're down a pawn, but you've got a monster attack. Like this bishop, like, especially if they castle. Look, they castle, you bring that bishop over. Threatening checkmate. This is the only reasonable way to block. I don't know what I'd do here, but I think I'd give a check. I'd give a check. Apparently that is the best move. King moves. Rook G8? Yes. That's a logical response. But it's a mistake. Why is it a mistake? That's actually the question I've been asking for a while now. Queen H5? I was not thinking about that. Queen H5. Dang. Queen H5 are long castles. And apparently the idea is that this king is so vulnerable, you're going to completely destroy him. What does this say? Bishop C8? Bishop C8, King H1? Why don't you just develop a piece or something? Because of Bishop H3 check, and you lose the rook. Okay, what happens when we go there then? You sacrifice the rook, but it's not really a sacrifice because this pawn is pinned. It would be so cool if it was a sacrifice. But apparently, the correct response is Queen E2 check, and then we're supposed to, like, guard with the bishop. I would have just hid behind the pawn, probably would have died. Okay, ignore it. Ignore it. This is basically as good as the best move. Don't ignore it. I want to play the best move because I am Stockfish. D4. Finally getting some normal moves out. You said D4 was the best move though. I'm getting puzzled. Yeah, D4 is the best move, apparently. And then C takes D3. Queen takes E5. What? No. Okay, no logical person would give up their queen. I think I know why. If you take the pawn. It says mate in 2. There you go. This is supposed to completely demolish your opponents if they're stupid enough to fall for it. Next time you're hit with this, remember, do this, and put your knight there. Then after that happens, I need you to memorize these patterns. Thank you. Go back through this video and look through every variation I showed you. And go practice this yourself. Go memorize it. You kind of need to. This is good stuff. And that's how you beat the fried liver at... Yes. Don't try this if you're over 1600.